You saw the thumbnail and probably thought, there's no way I've ever saved a life. And I understand that because when we think about saving a life, we picture something dramatic, something obvious, something big. But I want you to stay with me for a minute because by the end of this video, you might realize something that most people never do, that you've already done it and you didn't even know. Let me tell you why. A viewer left a comment on one of my videos recently. It was simple, but it stayed with me. It meant a lot to me. They said that what I do here reminded them of the starfish story. I had to look it up because I'd never heard of it. And they called me the thrower. Now, maybe you've heard that story, but I want to slow down for a minute because most people only understand the surface of it. A person is walking along the beach after a storm. The tide has gone out and left hundreds of starfish stranded, drying out on the beach, on the sand. And this person starts picking them up one by one and tossing them, throwing them back into the ocean. Now, someone's watching this for a while, and then they go up to the person and they say, there are too many, you can't save them all. What difference does it make? The person thinks about it for a minute, picks up a starfish, another one, and throws it back and says, it made a difference to that one. Now, that's where most people stop. Nice story, good message, but that's not the part that matters most. The real question is this: how many people have you already helped without ever knowing it? Think about your life for a second. A moment when someone said something or did something, and it stayed with you. They probably don't even remember it, but you do. Let me give you an example. When I was younger, I went through a really difficult time. And during that time, someone said something about my voice that stuck. They told me that I sounded terrible. I believe the exact words were, you sound like a wounded cow. And when you're already struggling, something like that hits a lot deeper than it should. I remember thinking maybe I should just stop because I was practicing for choir and I knew I didn't have a great voice like my mother, but I enjoyed singing. So instead, I told my choir teacher. I didn't tell her everything, just what was said. And she did something so simple. She said, do you enjoy singing? I said, yes. She said, if you come in every day after school, I'll work with you. And so I did. Every day she was there for me and we practiced. We worked on my voice. That didn't get any better, but I really enjoyed it. It made me feel important. And the truth is, I didn't suddenly become a great singer. Okay? That wasn't the point of this. The point was, she made me feel like I was worth her time. And in a moment when I felt very small, that mattered more to me than anything she probably ever knew. That's what I mean when I say you don't always see the impact you have. I remembered that my whole life. It's so important to me because it's not loud. It's not obvious. And most of the time, you don't get to see it at all. You say something today, and maybe it lands months from now. When someone needs it most, they might remember what you said. I know it's happened to me before. You show up for someone, and it changes something in them that you can never witness most of the time. Because you don't see it, you assume it didn't matter. Then you look at other people, bigger platforms, bigger reach, and you tell yourself, what I'm doing isn't enough. But you're measuring the wrong thing. Because this was never about how many. It was always about who. And sometimes it's even simpler than you think. When I was growing up, I didn't feel like I fit anywhere. I was shy. I wasn't one of the popular kids. Totally the opposite. And I didn't feel like I belonged. We moved around a lot, always new schools. And when you feel like that long enough, you start to believe something about yourself. That maybe you're less than. Maybe you don't matter. And then one person changed that for me. She didn't try to fix my life. She didn't do anything big. She just chose. She chose to be my friend. That's it. Simple as that. She chose to sit with me, talk with me, include me, walk with me, hang out with me, and I don't think she had any idea what that meant to me at that time. But I can tell you this, there are moments in life where something that small isn't small at all. It can save your life. It did for me. It's the difference between feeling invisible and feeling like you exist and like you're important. And when you feel like you exist, you hold on a little longer. You start to believe that maybe there's a place for you after all. Now that's the kind of impact I'm talking about. And the truth is, you may have done that for someone already. You may have said something or done something or simply shown up when someone needed it in a way that changed the direction of someone's life. It can be so important, just a small thing, and you have no idea because you don't get proof. You don't get a scoreboard. You don't get someone coming back to say, you saved me. But sometimes they do. And when they do, it changes everything. That comment I received, that was one of those moments for me. Someone saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. It actually brought tears to my eyes when I read it. And for a second, they threw one back to me. So let me leave you with this. Somewhere in your life, right now, there is a starfish. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's a moment. Maybe it's a version of yourself you've been leaving behind. You don't have to save them all. You just have to pick up the one in front of you. Because to that one, it could be everything. This is the Bold Life Suite. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.